A woman walked past me at the airport last month wearing nothing more than jeans, a white button-down, and flat mules. That's it. No statement jewelry, no visible logos, nothing you'd point to and say, "That's expensive." And yet, I watched 3 separate strangers turn their heads to look at her twice. Not once, twice. She was easily 65, silver hair pulled back, moving through that terminal like she owned the tile beneath her feet. I was curious enough that I caught up with her at baggage claim just to ask what her secret was. And what she told me has changed the way I think about style completely. She looked at me, adjusted the strap of a soft, worn leather bag on her shoulder, and said, "Baby, I stopped dressing to be seen decades ago. Now I dress like I already know I'm the room." That single sentence has stayed with me every day since, because that's the whole secret, not the clothes, the knowing. Today, I'm handing you the 8 things that woman does, and the 8 things every effortlessly elegant woman I've studied since has in common. None of them require a big budget. None of them require hours in front of a mirror. What they require is understanding 8 specific truths about how real elegance works after 60, truths that most of us were simply never taught. But before we get into it, if you're new here, welcome to Golden Melanin Luxuries. This is a space for Black women who are done chasing trends built for someone else and ready to build a style that's actually theirs. Timeless beauty, quiet confidence, elegance that doesn't ask for permission. If that sounds like your kind of place, stay a while. Now, let's get into the 8. Number 1, the high-low rule. This is the most modern way to dress, and almost nobody talks about it directly. The most elegant women walking around right now are not spending money to look expensive from head to toe. They are pairing one elevated piece with one deliberately relaxed piece and letting the contrast between the two do all the work. Think about it this way: a silk slip skirt in a deep, rich wine color paired with a chunky, slightly worn-in knit sweater. Sharp, tailored trousers worn with a simple cotton tee that's seen a few washes. The formal piece tells people you have taste. The relaxed piece tells people you're not trying too hard. Together, they create a tension that reads as effortless, even though it's completely intentional. This is why a woman in jeans and a blazer can look more put together than a woman in a full matching suit. It's not about how much you're wearing. It's about the conversation between the pieces. Next time you get dressed, ask yourself, do I have one high piece and one low piece? If everything matches too perfectly, you might actually be underdressing your presence. Number 2, borrowing from menswear. Here's something I've noticed after years of watching truly sophisticated women get dressed. Very few of them lean on obviously feminine pieces, the ruffles, the florals, the delicate little details. Instead, they borrow deliberately from menswear, and the result is something soft, pretty clothing almost never achieves: authority. A crisp white button-down, half-tucked into wide-leg trousers, an oversized blazer with the sleeves casually pushed up, a pair of heavy, classic loafers instead of anything strappy or delicate. There's nothing masculine about the final result. What it communicates is confidence, ease, and a woman who knows exactly who she is and isn't performing softness for anyone. After 60, when the world quietly expects women to shrink, to soften, to fade into pastel cardigans and safe silhouettes, choosing a sharp, borrowed from the boys piece is a quiet act of power. It says, I am still here, and I am deciding what I wear, not the other way around. Number 3. And I want to be honest with you, this is the one I've seen change not just how women look, but how people actually treat them in public. It's that powerful. But before I get into it, if any of this is resonating with you so far, drop a comment and tell me which secret you're planning to try first. It genuinely helps this channel reach more women like you, and I read every single comment myself. Okay, number 3. Your glasses. I need you to stop thinking of them as a medical device you tolerate and start thinking of them as the most important accessory on your entire face. Frameless glasses, thin wire rims, small, delicate lenses, these are all designed to disappear, and for years, that's exactly what we were told to want, glasses you'd barely notice. But you don't want to be invisible, you want to be remembered. So here's what you do instead. Choose frames that are architectural, thick acetate in tortoiseshell, deep brown, rich black, or even a bold burgundy, geometric shapes, strong, slightly oversized silhouettes. These frames don't just sit quietly on your face, they compose it. They give your features structure, drama, a point of view. Against deep or warm brown skin tones especially, a bold, dark frame creates a graphic contrast that is genuinely striking, the kind people notice from across a room before they notice anything else you're wearing. And here's the quiet bonus nobody mentions. A great pair of statement frames does half your makeup's job for you. The glasses carry the drama. You just show up.
Number 4. Unexpected color combinations. I want to say something honestly, and I hope you'll receive it the way I mean it. Playing it safe with color after 60 is the fastest way to become forgettable. All black, all navy, all beige every single day. These aren't style choices. They're choices made from fear, from a quiet worry that anything bolder might be too much for a woman our age. But the women who actually get stopped in the grocery store, at church, in the parking lot after a family gathering, they are almost never wearing safe colors. They're wearing one unexpected note. A head-to-toe camel outfit with a single flash of hot pink in a silk scarf. Not everywhere, just one note. Khaki green trousers with a sophisticated cobalt sweater on top. Colors you'd never think belonged together until you see them side by side and suddenly nothing else makes sense. There's a reason this works. When your brain sees a familiar color combination, it categorizes you instantly and moves on. But when it sees something unexpected, it has to slow down and look again. That second look, that pause, that's the moment people remember you. You don't need to wear neon from head to toe to get that effect. You need exactly one unexpected note in an otherwise simple outfit. And on richer, deeper skin tones, this works even better because your undertone acts like a warm, grounding anchor that lets almost any bold color sit beautifully against it. That's an advantage. Use it on purpose. Number 5, daytime metallics. Somewhere along the way, we decided metallics only belong to evening, only come out after the sun goes down. I don't know who made that rule, but I want you to break it. The most visually striking women I know wear metallics at noon, at brunch, running errands on a Tuesday, and the effect is genuinely beautiful. Now, there's a right way and a wrong way to do this. Wrong is a full sequin dress at a daytime baby shower. That's too much. That pulls focus in the wrong direction. Right is one metallic note placed deliberately into an otherwise grounded outfit. Silver leather flats with dark straight-leg jeans and a plain white shirt. You're dressed like everyone else from the ankle up, and then the eye drops to your feet and the whole outfit shifts. Or a bronze or gold blouse worn quietly under a matte camel coat with clean trousers. The coat gives you structure, the metallic underneath catches the light every time you move, every time the coat opens even slightly. It's like carrying a small private glow with you wherever you go. On deeper skin tones, gold and bronze metallics aren't just pretty, they're genuinely luminous. Your skin warms the metal warms your skin right back, and the richness that creates has absolutely nothing to do with price and everything to do with understanding how light works with you, not against you. Number 6, the slouchy, oversized leather bag. Let me paint two pictures for you. The first woman walks into a restaurant carrying a stiff, structured bag covered in logos, gold hardware, branding you can spot from 10 feet away. The second woman walks in with a soft, oversized leather hobo bag in buttery cognac. No visible logo, no rigid structure, just rich, supple leather draped naturally over her shoulder, moving the way expensive leather actually moves. Now tell me honestly, which woman looks like old money and which one looks like she's trying to convince you she has it? The stiff logo bag says, "I need you to know what this cost." The soft, quiet bag says, "I know quality when I feel it, and I don't need you to confirm that for me." That's the entire difference between noise and quiet luxury. When you're shopping for a bag like this, look for leather soft enough to scrunch gently in your hand, a generous, oversized silhouette without stiff structure, natural drape, the kind that creates soft, slightly rumpled folds when it rests against your body. No large hardware, no loud branding, and rich, complex colors: cognac, caramel, chocolate, deep olive, aged burgundy. A bag like this transforms even the most basic outfit. Jeans and a white shirt with a great slouchy leather bag suddenly looks like an intentional choice instead of an afterthought. Number 7, your silver hair. I want to slow down here for a moment because this one goes deeper than clothes. Your silver hair is not something to fix, cover, or apologize for. It is not a problem waiting for a solution. It is a metallic accessory that plenty of women would pay a fortune to achieve artificially and simply cannot replicate. The women who understand this, who lean into it and style deliberately around it, are some of the most visually powerful people in any room they walk into. Here's how to work with it intentionally. If your silver runs cool, icy whites and grays, it pairs beautifully with cold tone metallics, silver sterling jewelry, ice blue shirts, platinum accessories, creating a monochromatic harmony from your head down that is genuinely striking. If your silver runs warmer, with golden or cream undertones, reach for antique gold jewelry and softer warm neutrals, cream, oyster, champagne, and watch how much more your hair seems to glow. And here's the real master move. Wear your silver hair alongside one bold, intentional color that would look strange on almost anyone else: a deep cobalt, an electric violet, a rich terracotta. Your silver acts as a natural frame that makes every color near it look more vibrant, more considered, more artistic. You didn't just let your hair go gray, you built a signature. You became the woman people describe to their friends later, the one with the silver hair and that incredible outfit. That's not aging, that's arriving, fully and on your own terms. Number 8, sculptural silhouettes. I saved this one for last on purpose because it takes the most courage, and I genuinely believe it makes the biggest difference of all 8. Most style advice aimed at women over 60 tells you to hide, to minimize, to downplay, to wear things that skim quietly past the body so nothing draws too much attention. I want you to hear me clearly when I say that advice was never really about elegance. It was about disappearing. The most striking women I have ever watched at 60, at 65, at 70 were never the ones hiding their bodies. They were the ones treating their bodies like architecture, cocoon coats that wrap around you like a statement rather than a shield, asymmetric tunics that fall at unexpected angles instead of straight lines, oversized shirts with a dramatic drape off one shoulder. None of these are complicated pieces. What they do is position your body inside the clothing in a way that feels artistic, intentional, and impossible to ignore in the best way. When you walk into a room wearing a caramel cocoon coat or a fluid ivory asymmetric tunic, people don't see your age first. They see your presence. They see a woman who has stopped trying to fit quietly into a category and simply became her own category instead. That's the real power of sculptural dressing. It doesn't follow the body, it frames it. And there is a real difference between a woman who is simply dressed and a woman who is framed. After 60, you have absolutely earned the right to be framed. 8 simple things, no designer wardrobe required, no fortune to spend, just intention, a little knowledge, and the quiet decision to walk into every room like you already belong at the very front of it. Because you do, you always have. So tonight, open your closet with fresh eyes and tell me in the comments which one of these 8 you're starting with first. I genuinely want to know, and I'll be reading every single response. If this gave you even one thing to try tomorrow morning, do me a favor and subscribe to Golden Melanin Luxuries. This is a home for timeless beauty, quiet confidence, and style that only gets richer with time. And I'd love for you to stay and grow with us. See you in the next one.